What's up? What's up? What's up? Just trying to get everything up and going. Just give me a minute. All right. Good morning, guys. Um, Pretty interesting over the weekend session. Just kind of like a slow melt up. Just like a little. I mean, we just had a 130, 19, and we just had like this little, just slow melt up. We are hitting a daily supply. I kind of want to erase some of these. This was overnight charting for my futures, but as of right now, we're hitting this daily, uh, this daily demand, daily supply. So erase this daily, but let's pop up. Let's go through our list. So data, of course, is going to be another crazy week of data. We have existing home sales speaker at 12, speaker at 3:30. Wednesday we have Powell testifying, speaker. I mean, it's going to be a crazy speaking week. Thursday we have jobless claims, Powell speaking. And Friday we have the new sales, University of Michigan sentiment, which is pretty big. And Daily speaks, Baker Hughes speaks. Also not on here, I have pretty interesting watches on Wednesday. We have Canadians inflation data for May, which is going to be pretty big. You can tell last time I think their CPI data was pretty ugly for us. What's up, Brad? So Wednesday's Canadian inflation data for May. That's going to be pretty big. I think we dropped hard on when I think it was their last CPI data. And then on Thursday, we have the bank's annual stress test, which is interesting. I got to figure out what time that is. But, um, they put a stress test on the banks to see if they can handle certain things. But I remember a couple, maybe like a year ago, they did it, and I was in calls and just banked hard on it because they just ran out. But All right, so data got Fed speaking heavy all week. Let's look at Ethereum. I'm gonna start adding Ethereum. I am slowly dollar cost averaging into Ethereum. I'm gonna do it for a year, and then hopefully in 2 or 3 years, cash it out and go on vacation. So that's my plan on that. I felt like it was a good thing to uh, start dollar costing average when we hit under 1,000, especially when market looks like it kind of wants to rebound. Even though if we go to lower, I'm not going all in at once. Starting, just doing $100 a month, for a year. That's 1,200. If that doubles, that's 2,400. That's a pretty not bad vacation. So that's the goal. So yes, we have just like a very, very slow melt up on over the weekend. I would love to see you can tell that 3708 was a pretty solid entrance right here. Love to see a retest of it and a continuation up. That's your almost like your W pattern, triple bottom. Tell that we almost broke through it there. Pretty nice push up. We rejected the FOMC low. Came back down, pushed up, retested the FOMC low, and continue up. So we definitely just I don't see us getting above that FOMC high. That's pretty up there today. Um, a lot of it's going to be. Hold on, I want to short the market. Hold on. Yes. A lot of it's gonna be, Fed with the Fed speakers. Try to get a list of the Fed speakers, write everything down. I have this sheet that I put out right here today. We got Mester at 12, Barkin at 3:30. So we're watching, 37.0. We're looking at 37.08 retest. And then we had a rejection daily supply at 37.43. 4 hours, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green candles in a row on 4 hour. Pretty solid move. Oh, this is a nice buy-in. Until we were held down by this base drop. Finally consolidated in it and then broke above. And there's your little rally base. We had a rally, and then we came back in, touched it, and then continued up. So here's your little rally here. Consolidated down. People bought in at the same push up. I was long on 5 contracts right there. I was stoked about that. But that's what we're looking at. And Q. And Q's about even, not really stronger. I like this. This outside bar, outside bar, outside bar. That's crazy. 17. I have to look at QQQ and see what that demand is, but we have our 4-hour demand here. We had a nice push up. We're like a better, stronger candle there like this, but I don't like that wick. Nice 1.5 point move up, and then we have our daily, our 4-hour. 4-hour supply there, so we're basically dead smack middle right now. SPY, if you're looking out, we're kind of holding this. What's this? Almost held it. I mean, we broke through, but we're bouncing back up. But that was our downtrend kind of retest. But SPY right here, we have a daily supply gap down, which is pretty strong. So 375, 75. Definitely look for that possible rejection there. QQ is coming up on its daily. Supply has decent gap above and then a bigger gap up here. Main thing to watch is if this is going to continue during market hours. There's been a lot of dark pool recently. Until 271.60 was a pretty decent, pretty big dark pool. I believe Friday. It got open. Definitely watch that. VIX. Break underneath 31. What I have written VIX 32, 33, then 35. VIX needs under 30. 27.89. Already tested demand. So did we create a new demand there? Not really. Okay. All right. A lot of things are coming up on a daily. a lot of things are coming up on this big supply that we did gap down on. So definitely keep that on watch. We also have down, up, nothing good there. And then on the downside, I'd really, if we do continue to go down, watch that doji. We have a 3-hour doji on Apple, which is, I love dojis, especially if they're in supply and demand. We got 130.12 doji demand. AMD, one of the few stocks that were red. AMD just a huge drop the other day, and just a lot of sideways action. Really don't have a decent demand, but we need to get above that 84 level. We have our daily. I'm just trying to get my bot installed in every Discord. I don't know why. So AMD pretty. We got 90 calls. That I like. We should be getting green on them. If we're able to continue on it. So we got AMD 84 key level. For AMD, I don't like a supply there. Not really supply, just looking for lows. 87.90. Alright. So we got Meta. Meta, we're coming up on our daily. Daily key level is 169, which was former support here. We have $161.31 demand. Okay. Meta, kind of in the middle of my supplies and demands, not really trade stock. But watch at 166.80. This was a buy. This is where they bought in. For Leaps, I think they bought in here, 15th. I mean, they could have sold already if that was when they actually bought it in. But they bought in for 2024, so I don't think they would have sold the next day if they bought in 2-year Leap. So I'm just watching that price for that big buy-in. Microsoft. We've got our daily demand at 245.98. Oh, I don't like that supply. Seem to just have a key level here where we form resistance here. Tough resistance. Came up, tested as a supply, broke down, kind of sold here. So 251 key level right there. Nvidia, look at that 155 hold. You're up $10. This thing had to hold 155 or semis were starting to look very, very, very ugly. Nvidia right here, you can tell we perfectly filled the gap, rejected hard. Looks like we're gapping up hard. Big hold. Big gap up. Kind of looking at 169 supply. That's how we're holding. I mean, we're holding this area pretty solid. Tesla. Tesla's got a lot of news recently on it. At 644. Demand. And then we have a 686, which is a key level 686 supply. The main thing we're always watching is see if we are going to continue up. Amazon 100 was a pretty solid double bottom. Amazon. Looks like a lot of stocks are just going like this. We had that nice move up. You know, we had that 2-week consolidation, huge sell-off. We kind of had like consolidation last week. They'll probably be able to pop back up. Not sure which direction. So nice head and shoulders forming right here. How alert set at 100 right here for a short. Amazon, Google, and then I have Google. I don't know what that's showing though. That should show right there. Google stock split. Keep in the back of your mind, you know how Amazon stock split was here till that run up to the stock split. Keep that in the back of your mind for Google. Stock splits July 18th. So Amazon started 18 days. Google, so watch around July 1st, I guess. Just watch that. I really haven't charted Google in a while. Let's go ahead and erase everything. Is Google down pre-market? Oh, there it goes. 8 a.m., 8:30. 8:30 is data coming out. That's up. Just probably a weird wick. Yeah. Okay. Google would have their kind of have a like 8:30. We did have some data. Chicago Fed National Activity Index. Don't know what that means at all. So we pretty much went through. I'm still watching Goldman Sachs. We're in this kind of this huge, like, look at this flag. Things pretty beastful. Pretty beastful. You know, watch banks. I'm surprised banks aren't pushing as. No, definitely watch banks. As I'm surprised banks haven't pushed as much as they should with the market going down. Um, I think what was the other bank I was watching? Neo's still just on beast mode. Not sure what. I had this like kind of almost rising wedge going. Which usually rising wedges. We did break down a little bit here. We could tell we just pumped right back up. Um, the other bank. Let's look at BA. BA was, oh, my buddy's in Portugal right now. It's pretty cool. BA, that 142 level, pretty decent level right here. With BA, I really want BA to get down to this 99 area, which was like the COVID lows, and that's what I really wanted to, kind of load up on it. Then we make it nice, kind of double bottom here, ish. Nice push up. We've been getting pretty decent news lately, but definitely watch that 142 level where it was support here. Bounced up, broke up, resistance. We're coming back up, hitting resistance. What was the other? Okay, I was looking for the other bank. Visa, I don't think it was Visa. Oh yeah, it was Visa. You can tell Visa's on a huge, huge support right here. Look at this thing. It's like 190 area. You can tell every bounce though off of it, it's getting lower and lower. It kind of makes me a little nervous. Let's just go through some news and then it's pretty much gonna be it. BlockFi CEO search. See what oil's doing. CL. Oil up a little bit, like just June 17th. A little climbing up. Definitely need to take back that huge sell-off, though. Apparently Kellogg's is up huge. Focuses on growth in global snacking with spin-offs in North America's cereal and plant business. So Kellogg's, nice move. The stock, the stock looks ugly. Home buyers on a $2,500 monthly budget had lost $118,000 in spending power this year amid surge in mortgage rates. Last week, shorting by hedge funds was the second largest ever. US dollar rises to 136 yen yellow level for first time since October 1998. So I guess the US dollar yen is pretty doing good. How do you look at USD? Yeah, let's do 4x on that. Sheesh. U.S. retail traffic fell 4.9% for the fifth straight decline. Oh, Kellogg jumps 9% on plans to separate into 3 companies. That's what that is. Interesting. I don't know. They're all public. So yeah, breaking up the 3 companies. One's gonna be Pop Tarts, Pringles, Eggos, Cheez-Its, Nutri-Grains. U.S. cereal is gonna be a company. And then the third one's gonna be the plant-based food company. That's weird. So Kellogg's is split into 3 public companies. That's interesting. So split into 3, so they're gonna be public too, which they're all gonna be traded. So one's gonna be Snacks and International, then cereal, and then the vegan plant-based stuff. So that's pretty cool. Not cool, but interesting. Okay. Let's read through our morning call. So Walter Bloomberg is like a popular Twitter news person. If you guys don't, if you're not in his Discord, it's pretty cool. Just reading this morning call is pretty cool. The day ahead, it gives you stuff you don't really, you know, news wise, you miss a lot, but you have, top news, Tesla, 10% cut in salary staff. We already know that. Perfect storm for airlines facing strong U.S. dollar and high oil prices, which a lot of airlines are reporting good news though. Musk says there are still a few unresolved. Keep your eyes on Twitter for that. Like, if this deal falls through, Twitter's gonna move like crazy, and Tesla should move the complete opposite direction. Goldman Sachs raises probability of U.S. recession 30%. There's a date. Oh, someone on TikTok, I meant to write it down, but there's a date where they actually, based on the data, they will announce that we're in a recession. I think it's the CPI data or the next GDP. If we have 2 quarters in a row decline is when that's what's considered a recession. CEO expects tight oil market to last years. That sucks. Stocks to watch. Don't really care. Don't care. AMC holding their shareholder vote against its proposed executive compensation. Apple, some people unionized. See, not only Tesla's raising prices on their EVs, you also got GM rose. The company on Friday raised its price of the Hummer EV pickup truck by $6,000. So you're gonna see a lot. This is gonna start happening too. Has more than 77,000 existing bookings, which will not be impacted by the price hike. Okay, that's good. And then this corporate events is really good to read over. You got your shareholder meetings. ATVI, we got our annual shareholder meeting at 1200. Their dividends, and then also on this, I like to. This is the day ahead, but this was for the other day. Coming up on Tuesday, home sales, their non-manufacturing vision outlook survey for June. There's a key economic events coming week ahead. This is where I got a lot of. This is where you get a lot of data or information here. This is really cool. While Bloomberg's Discord's free. All right, let me see. So right here, that's where I got this. You don't really find this anywhere. This is key to read this. Federal Reserve is set to release the results of its 2022 stress test on big finances. The annual test of banks' portfolios against a hypothetical economic downturn inform how much capital banks will have to hold to guard against potential losses. 34 banks with over 100 billion in assets will undergo this year exam. Job claims, new home sales for Friday, which is going to be pretty big too. Thursday, FedEx is scheduled to post its fourth quarter. FedEx. Carnival Cruise Lines is expected to post a rise in second quarter revenue. And then you got the Federal Reserve Bank, Charles Evans, speak on the current economic conditions, monetary policy before this. So that's going to be a big speech. And then just goes through like kind of the weekly news. And then, this is where I got Canada's information. All right, so yeah, that's pretty good read. You can read it every morning. It comes out with something every morning on that. Yes, we're kind of just doing a little consolidation. So not crazy news over the weekend with the extended weekend. But just seems like a good melt up. Let's see if we can hit this supply. That'd be awesome. And then kind of hit this one. And, possibly go up or continue down. of a new bot, and it's just not. I don't like it. Yeah, Brett. Yeah, they give he gives good like nice printouts. Amazon. Something interesting is this is the first time like the market has entered a bear. I mean, look at this. I wish I could turn just the labels off, but this thing's no. Look at that downtrend. I mean, once this breaks, I think it's just market's not gonna look very, very, very ugly. So at open, I'm kind of watching this 3741 where we had a base drop. If we do come up at open, kind of recover, we should continue down. And then possibly what I'm seeing. We had a nice little bounce from here. And so I think we're going to fall through this. So it looks like we're going to possibly have this at open. This kind of melt up overnight, really doesn't signify much. It's just a continuation, a momentum from the other day. Nine o'clock. So good. Just need to break that. Trading futures right now. I don't. I really haven't looked into dollar index that much. But a strong dollar, there's a lot you could do a lot there, but just doesn't. I don't know. Hard to say. Because I think the dollar should be weak anyways, because there's so much been printed post COVID. But I'm into VIX. I do VIX for a lot. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream. Appreciate you guys for joining. Just gonna start doing this pre-market. Just start doing the pre-market stream. Live trading is kind of delayed. I still have that 30-second delay until I get a new computer, new setup, and everything. It'll be a pretty good delay, but just go ahead and appreciate you guys. You know, we have our setup posted, our key watch, went through it, and appreciate you guys.